Boom, bada, boom, bada, boom, boom. Boom! We are live. It's Chris Igoe, Igoe Home Group, powered by Remax Direct. Big things. We are getting stuff done. It is April 16th, the 1-6. It's the 1-6. Ooh, live and direct from the 1-6. Ooh, I hope you, your family, your friends, and everybody that you know are safe, healthy, happy, thriving, and if there's anything that we can do to help you, we are happy to. We are all doing good here in South Florida. I've actually been off of the phones here for a while now, for the last couple of weeks, as per doctor's orders, in order to help restore my voice. I've had some chronic issues with severe laryngitis. But that being said, I do think things are starting to get a little bit better. I've run the treatment of antibiotics, or excuse me, anti-inflammatories that they gave me. What's up, Carrie? And then there comes a point where it's like, look, I just got to get on the phone because I feel the momentum. I feel myself losing momentum. So all that being said, in this quarantine, in this time of slowing down, in this time of pausing, there are a lot of things that one can do to create momentum and sustain momentum. So now is the time to obviously reflect on your business, work on your business, work in your business. And then if appropriate and your voice is healthy, prospect like crazy, because people are home. They are certainly more likely to answer the phone and be available for video content or whatever that looks like. And it's like by you, but it's slowed down. There's still now business happening. So the one who connects with the most people now and builds their database now and is out there and confident and leading and providing value now, when the market normalizes, when activity starts to normalize, when the quarantine is lifted, your business will explode. But it really starts with the granularity of the day. Are you doing the things for me? Am I able to do the things every day on a daily basis to win the day, to contribute to building momentum? And if the answer is yes, I know everything's fine. If the answer is no, it means I got to get to work. So all that being said, let's have at it. There are, let's see here. There are 22 expired listings that I'm going to call right now. Later on, I'll hit some for sale by owners, and away we go. All right. So let's see here. As always, I am using the Mojo dialer to crank through a list quickly. It is 8:32, so we are in the sweet spot. And away we go. What's up, Lisa? What's up, Jason? What's up, Sean? What's up, Mark? What's up, Carrie?
Your connector can be found in the dialing box on your screen. You are now logged.
Let's see how rusty I am, because I haven't been on the phone in a while.
On your screen to begin calling.
Not rusty. Okay. Do not. Okay. Okay. All right. What's up, Kim?
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 5, 6, 1, 2, 8.
Drop a message on that ass. All right. There's a weird lag happening between.
Hi, this is Don. Sorry I can't take your call right now. Just leave your name, message, and phone number, and I'll call you back.
All right. We're just dropping messages on everybody. And we're cranking through the list, right? Making the donuts, creating the momentum, just working through the dials.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 5, 6, 1, 3, 3, 6.
What was was I going to say? Oh yeah. So listen, if you or anyone you know, look, obviously we're in a pandemic, right? Things have changed, obviously, but there is now business happening. We had 9 properties under contract. 3 of them canceled immediately once the pandemic started. Now we're obviously about a month into this solid. I just had a deal fall out of contract yesterday. Was supposed to close in the next 3 days. It's what happens, right? They got laid off.
You have reached 718-921.
And it's business as unusual. So I'm not particularly concerned about it. I know all of those properties at some point will close, but the reason I'm saying that is if you or anyone you know is even thinking about moving to South Florida, we are constantly helping buyers from around the country and around the world buy homes here, and we absolutely love it. So if you or anybody you know is even thinking of moving to South Florida, we would absolutely love to help. We'll get them exactly what they want. We'll make it as safe and easy as possible, utilizing all the latest in health technology and computer technology so that they don't have to be exposed to anything. And then
Hi, you've reached Ross Hummel. I'm not in right now. Please leave a message. Thank you.
all right, possible, and more importantly, we will pay you a FAT referral for sending them our way. So if that's something we can help with, please reach out. We would love to. And conversely, if we've got anybody going in your neck of the woods, we will do the same.
Message system. The mailbox belonging to the dollar resident is full. Please hang up.
All right. So it's 8:35. Their voicemail box is full. I probably should have started earlier. But that's okay. We are creating momentum. This is all about continuing to build momentum. So what can you do when you are quarantined? Hello, this is Chris.
You've reached Dale. I can't get to the phone right now. If you leave your name and number.
Obviously you can get on the phone and prospect, right? That's an easy thing to be able to do in terms of, well, once you develop the skill set, it's easy to do. Just get on the phone, start calling people. What's the next best thing you can do? You can create video content. You can start to build your brand. You can start to, hello, this is Chris Igoe with RE/MAX. I record my calls for training purposes. I noticed your property listing had expired in the MLS. I was curious.
No, sir, we're not going to sell the property.
Okay, listen, are you thinking about moving ever?
No, not for now.
Okay, I totally respect that. Real quick in closing, it looks like you were on the market for 55 days before it expired. Did you have any offers while you were listed?
Yes.
You did? Okay, that's cool. Were they just not high enough?
No, we just didn't want to move.
You didn't want to move. I totally respect that. Hey, would it offend you if I texted you my contact information so that you have it whenever that changes?
I have it.
I'm sorry?
I have it, or you can text it to me if you like. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's perfect. And what's your best email address?
Thank you.
Real quick in closing, what's your best email address?
My what?
What is your best email address? I want to email you my contact information.
Sir,
I totally respect that. Look, I get it. Things have changed. We're in a pandemic. I got it. But let me ask you this. If you knew when you are ready, if you knew absolutely for certain. I totally respect that. So here's what I'm going to do in the interim. Follow my thinking. I'm going to send you my contact information via text. Okay. In addition to that, I'm going to run an analysis on your property as it relates to price.
Sir,
I'll email that to you.
Sir, we don't want to sell the property.
I understand that. I get it. You're not selling the property. I don't want you to. But what I would like to do is just send you an email with all my contact information. What's your best email address? That might have been a little bit too aggressive. He hung up. All right. Keep pushing. Let's go. Let's see here. What do I want to do for him? Action plan. Assign. Call him. Next one. Boom. DZ in the house. What's going on, DZ? How are you doing up there? I think you're in New York. How are things? What's up, Michelle? What's up, James? We got a full house. We got 10 people watching live. And if you would be kind enough, please join us over on YouTube because we're looking to build up that platform also. And hopefully my voice will hold up so I can start to resume normal content
Your call
delivery.
has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
All right, we'll drop a voicemail on that ass and keep pushing. So there are 22 records to call for today. We have cranked through 8 of them. All right, you're not selling. Got it.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
All right, we will just crank through that one and keep pushing. Let's see if this will help with the glare.
We are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
That actually did help with the glare. So the green screen is so we can create mo better content. All right, cranking through the list. Daddy finger, where are you? Here I am. How do you do? Ooh, she hung up. It's an $8.4 million property. Wow, that's something. Let's add them to my action plan. All right, let's go. No contacts. Doing big things, getting stuff done, cranking through the list. Let's just call some FSBOs after this. They're so much more receptive. Come on, Nancy, answer the phone. Let's go.
Message, and we will return your call shortly. Thank you.
You got it. Drop a message on that ass. Now, if you are a longtime watcher of this content, you will know that I normally will leave an authentic voicemail on everybody. They very rarely get responded to. I get maybe 1 or 2 a year from that, but it is far more important for me to preserve my voice. So now I'm just doing drops. Come on. All right, so we're 22 records for the day, 17 records in, 1 contact, nothing to show for it other than significant momentum. I don't want to talk to that guy. It's the wrong price point. It's okay. Let's go. We are down to the last 3. I'm feeling very good about that. What's up, Dan? We are cranking through this list. And then we are going to immediately pivot to some FSBOs who I suspect.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone.
Booyah! Drop a message on that ass. Bah, 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 bah.
Your calling session is now complete. All records have been called based on your call setting.
Well, that was uneventful.
Out of the dollar.
All right, we're going to pivot. We're going to go right over onto the FSBOs, and let's see. Let's go back. Select page. Power dialer. Selected records. All right, so there are 20 FSBOs to call. Let's just call them. Let's see here. All right, so let's
Your touchtone phone, please enter. You are now logged into the Mojo Dialer. Please press the start button on your screen to begin calling.
Now, recently I messed with my Mojo account, and because of that, on this dialing session, I don't have the ability to screen by price point. I will fix that later, but for this particular session, purposes, my records indicate that your house is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Outstanding. I love it. How much are you asking for the home?
$215.
215. Outstanding. And how many bedrooms, how many baths?
3 bedrooms, 1 bath.
3 bedroom, 1 bath. And have you done any upgrades or improvements to the property?
Everything. The roof is brand new, the bathroom brand new, the floors got tiles, and the kitchen and appliances are new.
Outstanding. I love it. All right.
Not new, but within the last 2 years.
In the last 2 years. Now, do you live in the property?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Let me ask you something. Are you trying to sell the house by not having it on the market with a real estate professional? Is it because you're trying to save some money on commissions?
To be honest with you, I'm not in a great big hurry to sell it at all. So that's why I did it by myself without bringing in anybody to help, because I haven't really crossed that bridge yet where I need to get rid of it. I probably, within the next 3 or 4 months, I might actually have to call one of you guys to come help me sell it. But right now, I'm not in that great of a hurry. And I know if I was to get an
Really nice. Why are you going to sell it in the first place?
because I moved down here as a single man. Stuff happened. I had a wife, 2 kids, 2 dogs, but her whole family lives in a different state.
Oh, wow.
So we're just going to move in a couple months. So nothing's final yet.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I get it, and I appreciate you being so nice. Let me ask you a question. If you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with me, 2 things would happen. 1, your home would sell. 2, you would end up with significantly more money. Now, I know that's a big promise, but would you at least want to hear more about it? Be honest.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so here's what I'd like to do if it meets with your approval. I'd like to run an analysis on the property as it relates to price, and I'd like to email that to you. What's your best email address? I said, what's your best email address? All right, let me just read it back to you here because I'm a little bit, I can get dyslexic with letters. FELICIANO132 @gmail. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Outstanding. I love it. And the number that I just called you on, is it your cell phone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do if it meets with your approval. When we get off the phone, I'm going to text you my contact information so that you have it. If you would, save it in your phone. This way, when I call back, you know it's me. I'm also going to run an analysis as it relates to price. I'll email that to you this afternoon. Now, here's what I'd like to do. Are you stationed at home now due to the pandemic, or are you out and about? Are you an essential worker?
Hell, I'm an essential worker. I work more now than ever before.
What do you do?
I work for a kitchen cabinet, cabinet, but we deliver to construction sites. So we're full blown busy right now.
Oh, yeah, me too. We're an essential business. We're crushing it. Well, just so you know, I'm with Remax Direct. We've got 5 offices down here throughout South Florida. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging 1 a day. My claim to fame is I'm top 11 in the state. I get 98.2% a list, and I do that in an average of 40 days. So here's what I'd like to do. Is it possible to lay eyes on the property? Sell fast.
Lay eyes on them, meaning you would like to come by and see it?
Well, I can either do it that way or we can do a Zoom conference call, whichever one's better for you.
I don't care. You can come by. We can do a Zoom, but I don't be home till like probably 7 p.m.
7 p.m. All right. So here's what I'm going to do instead of that, because I think this probably makes more sense. If you get home at 7, what I'd like to do is send you a link to a Zoom conference call at 8, if that works for you. And in that conference call, I'm going to show you exactly how we find the one buyer. Hey, just so there's no misunderstanding. Yeah.
Go ahead, son. I didn't hear
I said just.
All right, now that I got that,
yep.
go ahead, you go first.
No, you go first, my man. You're next.
No, you finish, and then I'm gonna tell you something else. Go ahead.
All right, so here's my plan. When we get off the phone, I will text you my contact information. Again, save it in your phone. I'll send you my email so that you've got it with a property analysis. And then tonight, I'll have a link for you. You click on the link. We'll go live at 8, and we'll be good to go. All right?
Okay, now I got another question for you real quick.
Shoot.
So you work for Remax, so that's like a major company.
Yes.
Okay. Do you people also, like if somebody else is buying a home, like whatever that's called, finance the house, or get the bank to approve it or whatever?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do everything. 100% everything. We can help with anything you need. What are you looking for?
This is the thing. I want to sell that house and buy something similar, maybe at a 300,000 price range south. Like, so starting from Sunrise all the way down to but we'll cross that bridge later. So if you guys can help me here, maybe you could just handle everything all around.
My man, I got great news for you. So, and I know you probably get a lot of phone calls from other realtors, but we service all of South Florida from Jupiter all the way down to Miami and everything in between. And we are a full-time, full-service real estate team. So we'll find you exactly what you want. We'll get you the best terms possible, and we'll make it really easy. So that's no problem on our end whatsoever. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to text you my contact information, email you the analysis, and I'll see you tonight on Zoom at 8 p.m. Okay?
Okay, now one quick question. I don't know what Zoom is. I got an iPhone 11, so I'm pretty sure I'm capable of having anything. Do I got to download something or anything? Yeah,
it's really simple, right? So I'm going to send you an email. In there, there'll be some instructions. You may have to download an app that you just click on, and the iPhone does everything for you. And what that will do, it'll allow us to actually see each other, and I'll be able to share my screen and show you exactly how we find the one buyer on planet Earth willing to pay more than anybody else. All right.
Okay. Just send me all the information.
My man, now I got a question for you in closing. When we do sell the property and get you more money than you ever thought possible, will you do an amazing testimonial and tell everybody what a great job we did?
Oh, sure. I don't care about that.
I love it. All right, my friend. I look forward to seeing you tonight at 8 o'clock, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're welcome. Have a great day. Hey, quick question before we get off the phone. Do you know anybody else thinking about buying or selling real estate that I might be able to help? Be honest.
I know somebody that works with me is looking. I know two guys, as a matter of fact, that are looking for a home. One of them works with me. His credit like a 700.
Well, we specialize in working with first-time home buyers that don't require big down payments, so we can help with that too. Awesome. All right, so cool. I'm going to send you my contact information. I'll look forward to seeing you tonight at 8. All right?
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. You're welcome. Have a great day. Bye. All right, so that is why we call for sale by owners. They pick up the phone. They're far more receptive. He wants to sell. He wants to buy, and he knows 2 other people that might want to buy too. This is why we get on the phones and continue to push and create momentum in a pandemic, in an epidemic, in a black plague. It doesn't matter. We are healthy, we are strong, and we are continuing to create momentum. Now, somebody did ring the doorbell while I was on the phone, so I got to go check that out. I'm not going to shut this off. I'll be right back. All righty, I'm back. What's up, Big John? We're doing big things. All right, let me print this guy so I don't forget how. This lead. Set him up for a Zoom later on today. Okay. Send a copy on email to. All right. And so that's how easy it is, right? That's why we call the FSBOs. I like calling them far more than anything else, but you must call the triple-headed monster of leads, which are the expireds, the canceled, and the FSBOs. Okay. All right. So let's go. I printed that. I emailed that. Of course, now is when everyone wants to talk to me.
Kevin speaking.
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with RE/MAX. I'm giving you a call. My records indicate that your house is for sale by owner. Is that true?
It is.
Outstanding. I love it. I record my calls for training purposes. How much are you asking for the home?
I don't really want to talk when I record it on. Thank you.
All right. All right. So I will call him back when I am not recording. Unfortunately, I was doing 2 things at once, and I was nowhere near as smooth as I should have been. This is why you don't look at your phone for other stuff and you focus on what you're doing. Mark Evans, I'm surprised calls are working this early. They only work this early. This is when this time is late. But anything, at least for the daily expireds, the earlier the better, and the later the better. Also, be focused on what you're doing. I was half-assed in this. I was looking at a phone. My mother-in-law was calling me. 3 other things are happening at once. And I wasn't really focused on what I should have been doing.
Hello.
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your property is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Yes.
I love it. Outstanding. How much are you asking for the property? I couldn't hear you. What was that?
269.9.
269.9. I love it. And how many bedrooms, how many baths?
It's a 2.5.
2.5. And have you done any upgrades or improvements to the property?
Yes, we have.
What'd you do?
There's crown molding, there's knockdown on the ceiling.
Sounds gorgeous. So I'm curious, do you live in the property? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
No, it sounds like we got a bad connection. I'm hearing like every third word. I'm hoping you can hear me. Well, it just sounds like a very nice home. Why, or a nice unit? Why are you selling it? I'm going to call you right back. I can't hear you at all. All right, let's call her back. Let's try that again. All right, so if you are keeping track, we've had 2 contacts, and of those 2, one hung up on me. One, actually, that's not true. 3 contacts.
9, 5, 4, 8.
So the one who just didn't answer the phone, or that one right there was the person who answered before. I couldn't hear them. I called back. I dropped a voicemail. So that's 3 contacts, 1 appointment. What's up, Bruce? What's up, Herbie? We're doing big things. And if you like this content, if you find it valuable, then please subscribe over on YouTube, because we're looking to build up that platform too and get more people better on the phone. Hello, this is Chris.
Hi, you have reached Nicole Duggan at Florida's Best Realty. Just leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you, Nicole Dugan. That's all right. So we're cranking through the list, and we are now in a section of FSBOs that have no names. So I just have phone numbers and no information. These are the ones I like the best, because it's like you're solving a puzzle while you're on the phone with them. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with.
Thank you. At the tone, please record your message.
All right, so we're dropping a message. There are 20 records to call. We have called 7 of them.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. Please.
All right, we'll drop a voicemail on that ass.
Hello?
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your property is for sale by owner. Is that true?
That's true.
Oh, I love it. Outstanding. How much are you asking for the property?
Did you see the property?
Yeah, I actually see it in a couple different places, and they have inconsistent information. That's why I was giving you a call. So how much are you asking for the home? I mean, for the unit?
Let me ask you a question first.
Sure.
Okay. You're a realtor, right?
I'm a realtor. I'm a buyer. I'm an investor. I'm a team leader. I wear a lot of hats. Yeah. So, but I am curious and interested in your property. How much are you asking for it?
Okay.
Yep.
So if you're an investor, I'm an investor too.
Okay, good.
So about 154 or 153, something like that.
153. Okay, you're an investor, so that's awesome. I work with a lot of investors. Do you have any other properties that you're thinking about selling?
Yeah, this is one.
No, I understand that. Do you have any others that you're thinking about selling that are on the market, or maybe you're trying to sell right now?
No, for this moment, no.
Just this one. Okay, awesome. And how many bedrooms? How many baths?
You can go on Zillow and you can check everything.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. I was on Zillow, I was on Realtor, I was on Trulia, I was actually even on a site called Hub. I give you a hard time.
On the Realtor, it's not on the Realtor.com.
Yeah, it says that. Well, it doesn't say how many bedrooms. It doesn't say how many baths. It just says that the square footage is 2, which I obviously that's incorrect. And it was built in 1977. So I don't have a whole lot of information to work with, which is why I'm giving you a call.
Okay. The Zillow, there is a lot of things, but okay. So ask me another question if you want. Yeah.
So again, so how many bedrooms? How many baths?
2 bedrooms, 2 baths.
2 bedrooms.
1,300 square foot. 2.
Got it. Okay. I listen. I love it. And have you done any upgrades or improvements to the property?
So on the all information that is on the internet, it says fully renovated.
Fully renovated. I love. Okay, that's awesome. And let me ask you: are you trying to sell the property by not having it on the market with a real estate professional? Is it because you're trying to save some money on commissions?
Never tried to do with the realtor because I don't need a realtor to help me to sell it.
That's
what the typical realtor do. They put it on the market at day one. So what is the difference between you to market the place? You did my realtor, and I can put it on MLS or flat listing.
That is the best. Thank you for asking that question. That's the best question anybody ever asked me, and I'll be very direct on that. You're right. You can sell the property yourself, no doubt. The question is at what price. Here's what I do different than anybody else out there. We specialize in finding the one buyer on planet Earth willing to pay more than anybody else. Period. I'd love to show you how. What's your best email address? Yeah, we work with lots of buyers. So right now we're
okay.
So just so you know, we currently right now are working with about 1,800 active buyers that are looking for properties in Boca Raton. And just so you know who I am, I'm with RE/MAX Direct. We've got 6 offices down here in South Florida. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging 1 a day. My claim to fame is I'm top 11 in the state of Florida. I get 98.2% a list, and I do that in 40 days. What I'd like to do right now is I'd like to run an analysis on your property as it relates to price, and I'll email that to you. What's your best email address?
MPM, Mike Peter Mike.
Got it.
What is your name, by the way?
My name is Chris. My last name is Igoe. And the way that you'll remember that, I go, you go, we all go. You'll never forget my last name.
Okay, Chris. My name is Mike.
Mike. All right. Hi, Mike. Okay, so your email, MPM, what else?
Yeah, Mike Peter Mike, right? MPM 2015.
Yep.
BG like boy girl.
Yep.
At hotmail.com.
At hotmail.com. Okay. And the number that I called you on is your cell phone?
Yeah, it's a cell phone.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. When we get off the phone, I'm going to text you my contact information so that you have it. If you would, please save it in your phone. This way, when I call you back, you know who it is. In addition to that, I'm going to run an analysis as it relates to price. I'll email that to you. This way, we're both fluent and speaking the same language as it relates to price. All right? Okay. Now, here's what I'd like to do if it meets with your approval. Now, this is an investment property for you. To a Zoom conference call. And on that link, I'll show you exactly how we find the one buyer on planet Earth willing to pay more than anybody else. Do you have availability this afternoon or evening for me to do that?
This afternoon I can do it, yeah.
Okay, great. Does 2 o'clock work for you?
Or the evening.
Does 2 o'clock work for you?
Better. No, 2 o'clock it's not good for me.
What about 4?
Later is better. 5, 6, 7, 8.
I've got a 5 o'clock opening. I can put you in for that. All right.
Okay.
Perfect. So, Mike, here's what we're going to do so there's no misunderstanding. When we get off the phone, I will text you my contact information. Again, save it in your phone so you know it's me when I call back. I will email you a property analysis. And then at 5 o'clock, I will have a link to your email. Just click on that. We'll do a Zoom conference call, and I'll show you exactly how we find the one buyer on planet Earth willing to pay more than anybody else. All right?
Okay.
I appreciate it. Now, let me ask you this in closing. When we do sell the property and get you more money than you ever thought possible, will you do an amazing testimonial and tell everybody what a great job we did?
Yeah, I can do it, of course.
I love it. Now, you mentioned that you're an investor, so I know you're probably pretty well networked. Do you know anybody else out there thinking about buying or selling real estate that I might be able to help? Be honest.
Yeah, it's me.
Okay. Outstanding. Well, then I'm glad that we connected. I'll look forward to seeing you tonight online at 8. Okay?
Okay.
All right, my friend. Have a good day. Bye.
Okay, Chris. Yeah. Same to you. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, so that's 2 appointments in 4 contacts. Okay. Four. 5 o'clock. Let's see. Zoom call. Okay. All right. So there's 10 more FSBOs to call. And what was interesting about that last one, I didn't even have his name until he gave it to me.
To an automatic message system 78687.
But I don't need their name. I don't need anything. I just need somebody to answer the phone. All right. So we got the Daddy Finger Coffee. We got the Mr. Right Coffee.
To an automatic voice message system.
Yes, I close.
Oh.
It's not available. At the tone.
And I'm, hello.
Please leave your message for
Rich Mikasa.
It's my casa, it's su casa, it's everybody casa. Joseph, what's up, Chris? What's the voicemail you dropped for everybody? My voicemail has changed here recently, but it's something along the lines of, we hope you are healthy. We hope you are safe. If you must sell, I will sell your home in 30 days or I will sell it for free. Call me back, 561-516-2442. Something like that. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Now, mind you, I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but my voice.
Hello.
Hello, this is Chris. Is that true?
I have the contract already.
Congratulations, that's fantastic. Awesome. Do you
Thank
know?
you.
You're welcome. Do you, well, with the pandemic and everything, that's fantastic that you got it under contract so quick. Quick question. Do you know anybody else thinking about buying or selling real estate that I might be able to help?
Not right now.
Would it offend you if I texted you my contact information so that you have it? If there's ever anything in the world we can do, you know where to find me.
Okay. Thank you very much. Have a good day and be safe.
You too. Bye-bye now. Okay, so let's do a little notey note here. Let's see. All right, little note for myself. Contact. We're cranking through the list. So there were what? I think there were 22 expireds, 20. Oh, my boy Ray is in here. Very interesting.
Real estate agents, please listen to this carefully. I am not looking for representation. So if you are leaving a message to represent my property at 212.
Oh, shut your pie hole. Shut it.
Good morning,
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with RE/MAX. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your property is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Yes.
Outstanding. I love it. How much are you asking for the property? 6'5", outstanding. And how many bedrooms, how many baths?
3, 2.5.
3, 2.5. I love it. And have you done any upgrades or improvements to the property?
Yeah, everything is renovated. All the bathrooms are new. All the kitchen is new. Roof's relatively new. AC units are all new.
Sweet. Now, do you live in the home now?
We're in the process of moving.
Got it. So just out of curiosity, it sounds fantastic. Why on earth would you be selling it in the first place?
Just need more size.
Got it. Okay. Outgrown it. So let me ask you something. Are you trying to sell the property by not having it on the market with the real estate professional? Is it because you're trying to save some money on commissions?
Yes, that was the initial thought, and also I think it's a pretty nice property that, once the photos get up on any site and anybody sees it, it's going to probably sell itself. Unfortunately, the COVID thing right now, I think, is putting a wrinkle on every industry. But I was going to throw it on and then just see what happens and then go from there.
Yeah, no, I listen, I respect that. And the COVID thing certainly has paused the market to a degree. There is still now buyers that are out there, but it's certainly slowed things down. Let me ask you, if you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with us, 2 things would happen. 1, the property would sell. 2, you'd end up with significantly more money, bottom line, than you could get any other way, with or without an agent. Now, I know that's a big promise, but would you at least want to hear more about it? Be honest. Okay, so here's what I'd like to do if it meets with your approval. I'd like to run an analysis on the property as it relates to price, and I'd like to email that to you. What's your best email address?
SLIT.
At Gmail, outstanding. And the number that I called you on, is it your cell phone?
It is.
Okay, so what I'd like to do when we get off the phone, I will text you my contact information. If you would, save it in your phone. This way, when I call you back, you know it's me. In the interim, I'll run an analysis as it relates to price. I'll email that to you. Now, just so you know, I'm with RE/MAX Direct. We've got 6 offices down here in South Florida. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging 1 a day. My claim to fame is I'm top 11 in the state of Florida. I get 98.2% a list, and I do that in an average of 40 days. Is it possible to send you a link to a Zoom conference call, and I can show you exactly how we find the one buyer on planet Earth willing to pay more than anybody else?
Yeah, not right now, though.
No, I get.
Kids, and I just can't really jump in.
I got it. So I run a high volume business. Even in the pandemic, we're still doing a lot of activity here. I have this afternoon. I could do anywhere within the window between 1 and 2. Does either of those work for you?
Just send me the email, and then I'll respond to the email and look at my calendar. Because I'm
Okay.
tied up for the morning into the afternoon. I'm not exactly sure what the late afternoon looks like.
Got it. All right. So just I'm happy to do that, but I need to know for my own purposes whether I've got the time to allocate for you. So if it's okay, just if we can just designate a window, that way I can block it off and know that I've got it available to you, and we can coordinate it from there.
I don't want to waste any time. I'm not really looking for a listing agent. I have a lot of good family members and friends. I kind of already promised it too as a backup. I'm
Yeah.
going to throw it on myself and see if anything good. And, it's kind of a weird time with the coronavirus, but if I decide to go with a listing agent, I already have people in line. So, I'm happy to hear you, but I also don't want to, waste your time.
Well, I appreciate you thinking about my time, and certainly it's valuable. And I also excellent agents. I don't know. I just know that we specialize in finding the one buyer on planet Earth willing to pay more than anybody else. So at the end of the day, your true loyalty, I believe, is probably to your bottom line. And if I can net you more than anybody else out there, I suspect we'll earn the business. So what I'd ask you to do is keep an open mind. Give me 15 minutes to send you a link. I'll show you exactly how we do that. If you're not thoroughly convinced, then obviously we part as friends. No problem. All right?
No problem. It's probably going to have to be like 4:30, 4:45, something in that ballpark.
So why don't we do this? Let me put you down for, does 5 work better? Would that be okay?
Yeah, that's probably better.
Okay. Cool. So that's what I'm going to do.
It could go an hour and a half or so.
Perfect. So I'll put you down for 5. In the interim, I will text you my contact information. I'll email you the price analysis. I'll look forward to seeing you on a Zoom at 5 p.m. All right?
Perfect.
Now, most important question. When we do sell the property and get you more money than you ever thought possible, will you do an amazing testimonial and tell everybody what a great job we did?
Of course.
I love it. Outstanding. Now, when this does sell, where are you going next?
We already got something.
You got, oh, that's cool. Do you know anybody else out there thinking about buying or selling real estate that we might be able to? You too. Bye. All right. So that's 3 appointments that I've set since I got on the phone this morning. And I know that I already set another appointment for 5, but the price point was significantly lower, and that was a less attractive appointment. So he's going to get bumped. Zoom done. Other than set 3 appointments in about an hour. And all of them Zoom conference calls. So anybody telling you that people aren't doing business right now is completely full of shit.
Sorry I missed your call. Leave a short message, or better yet, send me a text.
And I'm starting to hear the kids in the background, so that's telling me that my window of time for prospecting is almost over. All right, so we're down to the last 2.
Please leave your message for.
We're down to the last 1. And this is how we do it. Now I can already tell that my voice is starting to get strained and I'm losing it. So it actually works out well. This is the end of the session. But that's how it goes, right? So learn what to say, learn how to say it. In that last call, I got a bunch of objections. I don't even remember what they were. Oh, they wanted to go with they knew somebody else that's a realtor. They want to go with them, their family member. That's not a real objection. That's just them blowing you off the phone. And you just got to push right through that.
Your calling session is
all right. So
all records have been called based on your.
So let's do a quick tally of what that looks like for today. Let's see, data and dialer reports. 22 expireds, 20 FSBOs, so 42 records total. 48 calls made, 7 contacts, 3 appointments, 20 drop messages, and I was on the phone for an hour, of which 35 minutes of that was talking time. That's it, right? So get your mind right, get your focus on, and do the things that you must do to contribute every day, build the momentum, and that doesn't necessarily. I mean, for me, I haven't been on the phone very much here recently. My voice is not where it's supposed to be, and the doctor told me not to. But there are a lot of other things I can do behind the scenes to ensure that I'm continuing to contribute to building momentum. You got to do that every day, one foot in front of the other. Detach from the outcome, commit to the process, trudge the path to happy destiny, and you will create a tidal wave of momentum, which will explode your business 30, 60, 90 days. I can't tell you when. I can just promise that it will happen. And that's it. So go out there, win the day, win the week, win the year, win your life. And if there's anything I can do to help, you know where to find me. Get some.